Background is the Voortrekker monument we've just visited. There we learned about the Voortrekkers, those white pioneers who moved out of the Eastern Cape between 1836 and 1838 and settled in the interior of South Africa. On the very same premises where the Voortrekker monument is situated is also Fort Skanskop, but that comes from the Boer War 1899-1902, about 60 years after the Cape Trek. So let's go over from the Voortrekker monument 2 kilometers to the east to go and see Fort Skanskop. Behind me is Fort Skanskop, which was built in 1896 along with 3 other forts. This fort was completed early 1897 in anticipation of the British attack against the ZRR. But incidentally it was never used because the Boers decided in June of 1900 to rather leave Pretoria, and it was handed over to Lord Roberts on the 4th of June 1900. The Voortrekker Monument Management in the 1990s decided to revamp the fort like it is today and a very popular tourist attraction. This is the bust of Commandant General Piet Joubert. He was in charge of the fort reconstruction committee. He was Commandant General during the Boer War up to June of 1900 when he died, and he was succeeded by a very young General Louis Botha. We are inside Fort Skanskop now. The first room over there was called the stall, where they kept the horses. The second room was called Officieren, that's where the officers overslept. The next room there was called Proviant, that's where they kept all the food. The next room is Manschappen, where the soldiers slept. Next to Manschappen is Telegraaf, and it's very interesting that they actually had a telephone here that was connected down to the little dorp of Pretoria. And next to the Telegraaf is the machine, where there was a turbo that pumped water up from where the fountains in South Pretoria is today. Next to the machine is a Keuken, that was a kitchen where they cooked food. Next to them, the hospital, and the very end one was called the ammunitie, where they kept the guns and the rounds.
staan die hemel stil, net die wind en die wolke speel. oë sal steel as ek in sy drome deel. En ons sing en ons dans en ons lewe, gevang om 'n Afrika blom. En ons sing en ons dans en ons lewe, verslaaf aan die Afrika son. Hey, hey. Ek sien 'n man met skuld in sy oë en 'n hart wat bloei van leed. Omgekeer in beloftes van skuld en die liefde en pyn wat ons deel. En ons sing en ons dans en ons lewe, gevang om 'n Afrika blom. En ons sing en ons dans en ons lewe, verslaaf aan die Afrika son. Hey, hey.